Hello friends, welcome to my channel Talk to Excel, and this is the last videos of the Excel basic in the series of 4 videos. So, what do we you mean by the loop, right? So, in a basic sense, we are telling Excel to do a certain set of command, a task in a VBA to do us to a certain number of times, right? So this is a great way to get the Excel to do a lot of works for us repeatedly. As this is the fourth video on the basic of Excel, then you please make sure that you have watched first 3 videos to understand about loop. So let's start. So I want to create a list of numbers. So which I've already created the manual list of numbers from 1 to 20, and we can do this using a loop. So we want to do so manually. I've written this, and now I want to just with a click of button, I want to paste here, here, and all. So, right. So so guys, doing anything in Excel BBA or in your life also, basically, you have to think logically, right? So, what is my logic here, right? Let's check. I'm writing. I want to print 1 to 20. This is my objective, and I just pressed 1, and I want to print next number down to the 1, right? To next number down to the 2, 3. Miss, what is my objective, right? I want the 1 to 20 right? In the same pattern, same line, right? If I want to do the 1, 2, 3 in a horizontally, right? Then this is my different trick, right? So you first, what is your objective? Yeah. So you want 1 to 20 vertically, right? And start with 1, right? So it's going down, 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 not going to up, right? Or if you want to do, you can do right also up to 3, 4. Let's see. So first you have to define your objective in Visual Basic or in any of your career path or the personal works or the official work. First you have to define the objective. Now let's see, my objective is defined. Okay, I want to print 1 to 20 vertically downward, right? This is my objective. Okay. Now, you're thinking, how can I do this? But as you have learned from the first 3 videos, you know how to create button, put values in the cells, changing the positions of all the cells. So, I have already created a button because to create a button and to rename it. So I have already created a button for you. Let's go to the Visual Basic editor. So, developer tab, completing the Visual Basic, and just I have already created inserted a module and created a loop subroutine name. So I have given the name as loop list. Right. So now what? What next? Tell me, guys. Tell me in comments what next. What next? Okay. So just yeah. So as I told you, your subroutine name must be informative because when you assign the macro in the list of multiple macros, how will you find your suitable macro? So your name, subroutine name must be informative. Okay. Now now. For the loop, it's very important concept of variable. So what is the variable? Now, the best way to think about variable is somewhere for the Visual Basic and the Excel. It stores a piece of information, right? But that somewhere we cannot see because that somewhere is the memory of Excel. So we can say something, right? We can give an example of our brain, right? Brain has so much of information. Yeah, right. So you are watching my YouTube channel, and you have decided you have given my YouTube channel name is the Talk to Excel, and it is think it is a variable. Okay, and it is stored in your mind memory. We cannot, no one can see. Okay, but there is a channel Talk to Excel, right? So yes, this is the variable. This is the variable call. So it's very important as it helps us to control loop, right? To control loops and let Excel understand from where the loop is starting at and where it is going to end up. So variable is going to decide from where loop is going to start and where it's going to end up, right? It also helps to understand how many times we want it to go throughout the loop. Okay. So see, I want 1 to 20, but I don't want 21. So I have limited my I want to limit my loop till 20, right? So I will give the uh, definition defined my variable till 20, right? For loop. So if we use the variable, we have to do something called declaring variable, right? Declaring variable. So let's go into the declaring how we declare. So for the declaring variable, we use div. Uh, I'm using my name MJ as integer. Why integer? Why integer? So first, in level language, we are saying to Excel, we have a variable called MJ, and it is an integer, and it's always going to be a number. We know the math, right? Integer is the number, correct? Now we are going to use a for loop, right? So for loop of MJ. So see, for MJ is equal to 1 to where I want to end up my for loop. Where? So my I want my objective is 1 to 20, right? So I want to I started from 1 and I want to limit at 20, right? So I have given the for loop equals to mj equals to 1 to 20 again. Don't worry too much about the syntax. Don't worry too much about the syntax as this it says it's fine to copy, and once you are done everything, you will have much better understanding what is going on. So the two main elements of the loop is the start point and the finish point. Now you will notice that the start point for we have used the variable mj, and at the end point we also have to use the variable that makes it very clear to Visual Basic that variable we are using the loop till 20, right? So I have started from 1, but how will go? It go to 1, 2, 3, but I have limited it to 20, right? So it's going to loop by loop will go to till 20 times, right? Now, we are told Excel to do this for MJ from 1 to 20 every time. Excel goes down through the loop and it's going to increase the value of MJ by 1. Then go back to the top of the loop. Then go back to the top of the loop. Now, so when we click on the button, it will print 1 to 3 till 20, right? And it stop doing the loop when it comes to the 20, and it will come out from the loop and it will exit the routine by subroutine, right? Correct. So the basic idea of how to loop works, we have created the structure for the loop. That this is the loop. We have created the structure, and now we have got to think what do we actually want to do, right? So this is where our positioning of and our knowledge to change the value of cells come in picture, right? So now we are going to use the sub syntax which we have used in the previous video, like selection, right? So don't worry about this code and don't be shocked because it's okay. I'm just assigning the value of mj in my selected cell. S- Yeah, just anywhere. If I want to assign, if I select this and I click, I'm assigning the value of mj, which starts from 1 uh, to this cell, right? Okay. So now we will use the object syntax to do the positioning. So you will remember from our positioning video now. So you don't if you don't want to go back to the third video you want to see, you can see from here only. But yeah, you have to go back in the third video for the detailed information on the offset, right? So selection dot offset, and now we have two numbers, and those numbers control the next cell, right? So first number is for the rows, second number is for the column, right? We are not moving to the column, right? We are not going to the left or right. We are going to the up or down, right? So positive first number means it's going down, right? We are not moving to the column, so we can 0 and bracket close dot select. Now this is the code. So just we have given a simple code here. We have written here, and it's absolutely fine if you try and doesn't work, right? It's all about Visual Basic. Is all about the trial and error because sometimes you think new ideas, you innovate something, and you always try to do something new. So it's absolutely fine if you're there, you do the mistakes because it's all about developing the skill of your working, and so don't be scared. It's all you save your time, anyway if you learn it. So see, we have to see what will happen next, right? I'm saving it, and I'm closing this, and I right click, assign macro, loop list selected, and I will click. I'm selecting this, right? First, I'm doing this part, and I'm just selecting this and executing the code. Oh my God, fabulous! Wow, it's working fine. Oh my God, wow, unlimited time we can click. Oh my God, it's working, working, it's working, right? Great, great, great. So you can remember how our codes are working, right? So it puts a value in the cell and then moves down one cell and all the loop you're doing, the that things 20 times. So Excel is just going from one cell to the next cell 20 times and each time putting a value in the cell. So it's okay, completely okay. That's an introduction to the loop. You really have to practice this yourself, and you can make it 1 to 20, 1 to 50, 1 to 100, or 1 to a number of times. You can do it right by yourself. Just practice, practice, and practice. I would suggest going through the whole series of my video from the beginning of 4 videos on the basic of Visual Basic, and that start with the creating button, assigning macro, changing value of cells, and the positioning of the cells, selection cells, and all the way till loop. Learn it, and this will really help you to build your basic blocks for understanding of Visual Basic concept. Okay. So good luck to you all, and we'll see you in the next video. If you really like my videos, do like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click on bell icon. Right? Thank you, everyone.